Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everyone. Happy Monday for the people that like Mondays. Today we are in Cairo, Egypt, and we will fly to Baghdad, Iraq. So this is the view that you get from Egypt, and this is the airport. So it's a pretty nice airport here. I see that Eddie is here. Hello, hello. Good evening, and in Dutch it's goedenavond. So we try to locate our plane. I think it's here. There, the jetways are fixed. So I did some testing with the PC, and if the PC fails today, I will not restart the stream, and I also will not stream the rest of the week until I found the problem. Because today I had 2 times the same problem again. So for today, our flight will take 1 hour and 45 minutes. That's not so long. So let's jump into the cockpit. Today we fly Egypt Air. They have 7 a320s Neos. So wrong button. There we go. So let's start with the external power. And first we need to connect them. So let's connect the power, catering, baggage, and the jetway. It seems nothing is working. There we go. So let's start. External power, battery 1 and 2, fuel pumps. And adhere 1, 2 and 3. And then we see how many passengers we have. And that's 118. So let's start. Then we start up the iPad and connect to SimBrief. And for today's flight we need 8,349 kilos of fuel. That will take 7 minutes. In meantime, we can light up the panels. Then we can close the door. We actually add a nice music. And the last two panels. So for today's flight we will cruise at 39,000 feet. So let's set that. There we go. Brake fans. So it will take a bit of time to load all the passengers. In the meantime, we can also do the flight plan. So departure will be runway 5C, I believe. Yes. So insert that and clear the discon. And then arrival will be 33 right. That's an ILS approach. So that's set. Now we need to wait 3 more minutes before aligning is done. So we go back to the passenger page. And there we go. So here in Egypt the temperature is 17 degrees Celsius and the QNH is 1014, so that's set. And in the meantime we can listen to the relaxing music. Also we can set this. And there we go. So this is the latest version of the fly-by-wire A320 development version. Also for the people that want to see our route for today, and then I will show you. So this is the route for today. 1 hour and 45 minutes. Islam Mohammed, welcome to the stream and to the chat. You are from Egypt, very nice. So this is your home country. So I hope you're doing well. Well, because of you are of Egypt, I will let you see the airport. So this is the airport where we leave today. Maybe it looks a bit similar or familiar. So it's a nice airport. I don't know how realistic it is. I was never there before. So let's jump back into the cockpit. The fueling is done. Boarding is not yet done. So let's check the flight plan for today.
سيدتي وسادتي، معكم كابتن الطائرة. أحييكم بالأصالة عن نفسي ونيابة عن طاقم الملاحة والضيافة، ونتمنى لكم رحلة سعيدة على متن طائرة مصر للطيران. نرجو من حضراتكم الانتباه لطاقم الضيافة المكلف بشرح وسائل الأمان المتوفرة في الطائرة. شكرا.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to welcome you on board our... For your safety, please fasten your seatbelts, adjust your seats to an upright position, and close your tray tables. May we remind you that this is a non-smoking flight. We wish you a pleasant flight. Thank you.
So we are checking the flight plan. Seems to be all right. So it looks fine. Back to the passengers page. And it's still not done yet. So in the meantime, the luggage can go, catering can go. Door is closed. So boarding is complete.
Flight attendants, arm doors, and cross-check.
So no.
Ladies and gentlemen from the flight deck, on behalf of myself, your captain, the first officer, and cabin crew, I'd like to take this time to welcome you aboard our flight. We're just wrapping up some paperwork up front here and waiting to receive final numbers from the ground crew, then we'll be on our way. Flight attendants will be coming through the cabin shortly with a very important safety briefing. We do ask that you give them your full, undivided attention as they review the safety operations of this Airbus aircraft. We do appreciate your business having you aboard this flight. If there's anything we do to make your flight any more enjoyable, please don't hesitate to ask. Welcome aboard.
The disciple, good morning, good morning. How are you doing? Well, I'm doing fine. Um, Better than last week, so every day a bit better. Still have a cough, but I'm okay. So, how are you, mate? I hope you slept well and that you are ready for Tuesday, because it's already Tuesday in New Zealand. So, no Aussie flight yet? Well, no, because I did one Australian flight too much, or too early. So we start this week with an African flight, and then we go to, I don't remember, but I will tell you later. And so for today's flight, the block fuel will be 8.4. Actually, we have a nice flight today, and I hope my PC will handle it. So that is set. And then we have flaps set to 1/up 0.0 like usual, and the flex temp 48. V2 speed 138, VR 134, and V1 133. With that is everything set. The disciple, you are doing better now. You found out that you didn't have a norovirus. I was actually getting bad reaction on COVID vaccine because your underlying health conditions, so I won't be getting the second shot. Okay. Yeah, everyone react different on the vaccination, so I had no troubles with any one of them, so I had 3 vaccinations and was not sick of that. And it looks you're gonna be stuck at your current job a bit longer. Oh, okay. Yeah, because of the vaccination. I understand. Islam Mohammed, do you have a VATSIM flight? No. I'm not used to VATSIM. I'm trying to learn it if I have the time, but the time is a bit a problem. So for now, no VATSIM, but from the moment I can, I will do it. So we can also disconnect the jetway. And there it goes. I have always a problem here. If you reload it, sometimes it comes back. Not this time. So, like I said in the beginning, if the PC fails today, I will not redo the stream today. And also the rest of the week will be cancelled until I find the real problem of my PC. So the problem I found already was that my CPU was getting 70 degrees Celsius when it was idle, so that was pretty hot to do nothing. So I placed a liquid cooling, so temperatures are fine now, but still I have the same problem that it freezes, and I'm still looking for the problem. So let's start the APU. And before I do that, because there will become announcements, I will first read the chat. The disciple, you should do a flight to Hong Kong. I did one last night from Manila in the A320. Only about an hour and a half flight. I forgot how cool an airport Hong Kong International is. Well, that's a flight that I can do. You had to go around cause another damn A320 is sitting on the runway. Oh, right. Yeah, that's sad. But I know I know the airport of Manila from real life. Hong Kong I don't know, but we can do that when there is an Asian flight planned that do that route. So I need to check that out. So it looks amazing, even default in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. I can imagine. So we will start out the APU, and then also the announcements will follow, I believe. Or not. Maybe once the APU is started. We also use today the new pushback system, and I can show you here. The thing that is changed is that you can plan it already in front of the flight or preparations, so it's already planned. I just need to request pushback, and it will do everything automatically. For the people in that played Explain 11 know how it works, so this is exactly the same. So the flight for today will take 1 hour and 45 minutes, and this is our route that we will take. I see there is an update of Navigraph, but I will not do that now. So let's start the APU is already started, so APU bleed can come on. Once again, we have no announcements. Great. So let's start pushback. External power can come off.
Cockpit to ground.
This is ground. Stand by.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Egypt Air. For your safety and comfort, please pay attention to the following safety instructions. If you have a carry-on baggage, stow it under the seat in front of you, or securely place it in the overhead bin. Exits and aisles must be kept clear from baggage during the whole flight. Whenever the seatbelt sign is on, your seatbelt must be securely fastened. To fasten your seatbelt, insert the metal end into the buckle and pull the strap to tighten it. To open seatbelt, lift up the buckle flap. To ensure your safety, seatbelt should be fastened at all times and visible to cabin crew in case you're sleeping. For business class, the shoulder strap should be fastened during takeoff and landing. We would like to remind you that all Egypt Air flights are non-smoking, including electronic cigarettes. Smoking is prohibited in all areas of the aircraft. Toilets are fitted with smoke detectors. Tampering with a smoke detector or non-adherence to these instructions is a criminal offense under national law and international civil aviation regulations. There are 8 emergency exits on this aircraft, which are clearly marked. Please keep in mind your nearest emergency exit might be behind you. In the event of an emergency, the path to the exits will be illuminated. Instructions on how to open the exits can be found on each exit. In case of using slides for emergency evacuation, please remember to remove your footwear. If there's a sudden change in cabin pressure, your oxygen mask will drop down automatically in front of you. While remaining seated with your seatbelt fastened, pull the mask down or pull the red flag, then pull the mask. Put the mask over your nose and mouth. Breathe normally and slip the band over your head. Pull the loose end to adjust the mask to your face. Breathe normally until we announce it can be removed. Remember to put your mask on first before helping others. Your life vest is here or here. When instructed by cabin crew, remove the vest from its container. Place it over your head. Bring the tape around your waist and fasten it in front, pulling it firmly to secure. Inflate your life vest by pulling the red toggles or manually inflate it by blowing into the red tubes. You can activate the light by pulling down the tab in front. The light will only illuminate in water. If your vest does not have a tab, the light will automatically illuminate in water. Your life vest should only be inflated as you leave the aircraft door. Life vests for infants will be distributed by cabin crew. For everyone's safety, all passengers are required to comply with the cabin crew instructions and all posted placards and illuminated information signs located throughout the cabin. In case of emergency, adopt the brace position as shown on the screen. The safety instructions card is located in your seat pocket. Please take a moment to read it before takeoff. All electronic devices must be switched off or set to flight mode and stored safely for takeoff and landing. If you drop an electronic device inside the seat, avoid moving the seat and call a cabin crew member for assistance. To start our flight, make sure your seatbelt is securely fastened, the seat back is fully upright, and handset, footrest, and tray table are folded away, and window shades are fully open. The cabin crew will now move around to do a final cabin check for takeoff, as we are here to make your flight safe and comfortable. Egypt Air wishes you a pleasant flight.
So that were the instructions. So taxi light can come on. And so the strobe lights need to come on when you hold short. Is that the thing? And not when you are getting pushback and taxi. I didn't know that, but thank you. And yes, the livery for today is very nice. Disciple, you mentioned that. It's a nice livery. And you also said that there was a new plane, a prop plane, the DC-19, you think? You mean the plane that came with the new update? Is that the plane that you had in mind? So you're ready for taxi, and yeah, I didn't forget anything, I believe. If so, please remind me. So parking brake comes off, and then we can taxi to the runway. No, they call it the Cadillac of the skies. All right. Well, I'm not really interested in that plane because that's not the kind of flights that we do. The only prop plane that I'm waiting for is the DC-3. So is it this one? will see. So there's still no news about DC3. But I hope it will come soon. So I'm sorry if I need to tap the brakes too much, because very hard to control the throttle with my joystick, and yeah, I'm always speeding, so the departure runway is 5C. And I guess I'm going the wrong direction. Great. Or not. We can cross here. I was going the wrong direction. Disciple, the full freeware a330 will be out soon. Oh, I cannot cross here, really. So I need to go back. Great. Like a pro. Let's turn. Yeah, I was checking out the headwind a330, but it's still the old version, or from the beginning of the year or something, and I didn't like that. So, because you have also no other views like in this one. We have only the cockpit views, no cabin views. And it's a bit boring for a long flight. The clicking that you hear now is my throttle that is not in place properly. There's a problem that I have here with this joystick. It's an old one, but it still works. I'm also constantly checking the temperatures, but they are okay from my CPU. And also all the rest of the systems to see what fails. So we come at 5C. And we will hold short here. And then we can turn on the lights, strobe light, takeoff light, and landing lights. I still don't know the correct procedure of that, so all tips or info are welcome. So we will put on our clock. There it goes. And we set flaps 1. And we are ready for takeoff. So runway 5C. And there we go. The disciple, take your time, mate. There's still a long way to go. V1, rotate. Positive rate of climb, gear up. And there we go. And this is the view when you leave in Egypt. Flaps up. This is a weird line here. It's just like they sprayed it just with water, and this is dry. Just looks like that. Also can see the other side. We are at almost 7,000 feet. We put this to standard. That's not on, it's not working. Come on. Islam Mohammed is the new capital of Egypt. Well, it looks very nice. And I cannot pull this on standard. Really? Oh, there we go. Didn't know what I did, but almost 10,000 feet. And then the lights can come off.
أطفأ الآن كابتن الطائرة إشارة ربط الأحزمة. يمكنكم الآن فك الأحزمة والتحرك بأمان داخل الطائرة.
The captain has turned off the seatbelt sign. You may now take off your seatbelt.
Excuse me, I didn't do that.
السيدات والسادة على متن رحلة مصر للطيران. طاقم الضيافة بدأ الآن في تقديم الوجبة الساخنة المخصصة لكل الركاب. يمكنكم الاختيار بين نوعين من الوجبات الدجاج أو اللحم. برجاء فتح منضدة الطعام الخاصة بكم ووضع المقعد في مكانه الطبيعي لتسهيل خدمتكم. شكرا.
We are now serving our in-flight cuisine. Could you please extend your tray table and lift your seats to the upright position?
Okay, so we'll turn off the seatbelt sign. So we are at 12,000 feet. Murat Trabelki, thanks for the subscription. Thank you very much. It helps me a lot. Islam Mohammed, this is live weather. Yes, indeed, live weather. Only the time, as you can see, is not live time, but it's the real weather. You can tell me if it's correct or not. Let's say it's 11 o'clock in game this morning. So, Jonah Roberto, good night. I wish you a good night as well. And so we have the new subscriber. Thank you very much. Again, it helps the channel. The more subscribers, the better. So I can give you better content. So there we make the turn. So Disciple, you have made a chance with a job at another company. If the manager accepts your letter about the vaccine from the doctor, well, I hope it works. Islam Mohammed, yeah, very nice. Well, I cannot check the weather. How it compares to the real life, but it's always nice to have someone from the country where we're flying in that can tell me if it's a bit correct. So the temperature was 17 degrees Celsius, I think, at the airport. Yes, it was 17 degrees Celsius. So I believe that was around 11 o'clock this morning. Islam Mohammed, you have a FS6 and prepared, okay. But you're flying on FATSIM and EVAU. Well, I have FATSIM, but since I have it, I was one time on it just to listen to the communications. It's sometimes hard to hear or hard to understand. But when I have more time, I will spend more time in it, and then maybe we can do a VATSIM flight. But for now, it's not working yet, and I need first to fix the problem with my PC. So if I find that, then we can continue with that. But that's my main concern for the moment, that I can stream the full flight and not just before landing that it freezes. Because it freezes today 2 times, even when I was doing nothing. So one time when I exit from the game. Also last Thursday after the stream I closed the flight simulator and then my PC freeze. So it's actually very beautiful here. I can show you exactly where we are at the moment. So this is the map. So today we fly to Baghdad in Iraq. Also the first time I will fly there. A lot of flights are very new for me. I never did them. So at the moment we are at 26,000 feet. And we are flying for 12 minutes. And we're going to 39,000 feet. And again, the flight will take 1 hour and 45 minutes. So that's a decent time. The only thing that I miss from this update is the engines. A few updates ago they were much better when we are climbing, but at the moment I don't hear that sound from the previous version. Maybe it come back later. Islam Mohammed, you will cross above Jordan. Yes, we will. The disciple, what's the wind like, mate? I can hardly read your panel. At least my panel is working now. No? Well, it was this one that failed last time. Also, they did an update for that, I believe. So this is the biggest that I can zoom in. Yes, 100 knots tailwind. We will fly very quick. You don't like flying at a landing view. What you mean? What view you mean? Is this view? That landing view? Islam Mohammed, you know that V5 better is better, and you will download V5 soon. Disciple, you mean this view? In cockpit landing. So just this one. Well, for me it's all the same, but it's just what the viewer want. So sometimes it's nice to see through a little window like a passenger, but yeah, it's all fine for me. The next welcome to the stream and to the chat, if I pronounce that correct. How are you? Well, I'm fine, pretty fine. Hope you're doing the same. And thanks for asking. Oh, you mean if I zoom in? Oh, because I have a standard view that I set for when I'm flying, and then I can also zoom in. The next well, thank you. At least I did that in a correct way, pronounce your name. And I'm glad to hear that you are doing great. So welcome, welcome. Well, we are at the moment at 33,000 feet, and we go to 39,000 feet. And I also have no clue why this don't work. We didn't close a door to hear the sound from the cabin. Junior 777 is in the house. Welcome, welcome. Good evening. Have a nice and safe flight. Greetings from Brazil. I am a father of a real commercial pilot. Whoa. And his name is Mateus Andrade, if I pronounce that correct. His channel is on YouTube, has the same name. It's the most viewed. Oh, well, then we need to check that out. Thanks for in the information, Junior 777. So you also know something about airplanes and flying. 35,000 feet. What planes they fly, and the next I guess the Boeing 777. So, Junior 777, welcome to the stream and to the chat. And greetings from Belgium, or from now somewhere between Egypt and Iraq. The Disciple, if you were a real life captain, you want to fly the 767-300 ER. You really love that plane. I had that plane in X-Plane 11. And yes, it's a nice plane. Most airlines done away with it cause getting too old, but I still love it to bits. Yes, it's a nice plane. It's not because it's getting old that it's not nice anymore. So yeah, it's a nice plane. The next you will fly the A320. Also a good choice. It's also a nice plane to fly. Junior 777 Aviation, thank you very much. I worked at Varig Airways during between 1991 and 1994. Nice. Always nice to have some pilots that can see what I do wrong. The Disciple Air New Zealand got rid of their ones some years ago. Well, for commercial flights, they are not suited anymore, but for cargo flights maybe still. The Disciple, what language is that? Well, I'm not sure. Patas, Atas. Is that Egypt? That we don't understand, unfortunately. The next one is Greek. Yeah, you think? Yeah, I believe so. But anyway, Patas, Atas, welcome to the stream and to the chat. So we're almost at 39,000 feet. Captain Arab, welcome to the stream, mate. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Junior 777, you worked at the Cargo Varig in Brasilia. Capital of Brazil. Nice, very nice. People that have something to do with airplanes I like. Also the other ones. The Disciple, yeah, the cargo cost, less cost required to maintain them, yeah. Captain Arab, because I'm from Baghdad. Well, that's the place where we fly to. So we have people from Egypt. We have people that are coming from Baghdad. So it's nice. The next I'll do, any one of you live in the US? Well, I am from Belgium. I know there is some people from England, and there's also one from New Zealand, But sometimes there are people here from the US, maybe not at this time, but sometimes there are. Captain Arab, you're a child of two Iraqis, which makes me Iraqi, but you were born in the UK. Well, then you can choose what you are, or both.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, once again from the flight deck, your captain speaking. We've just reached our cruising altitude for the flight. As we begin to settle in, I do want to remind you to please keep your feet and elbows clear from the aisle, as the flight attendants will be coming through the cabin with galley carts shortly. Also, one more reminder to please refrain from congregating near the front galley where the flight deck door is located. Thank you.
So we are at cruising altitude 39,000 feet, and I need to check my flight plan to see. We need to be at Sebi at 3,600 feet, and we will put that in. So that's still 522 nautical miles to go. So we put in 3,600 feet. So 111 miles before that waypoint we need to start our descent. We have also here the thing that is working now. If you click it, it will be red. If you just leave it like this, I believe there will no failures. If you click it, there can be a failure, and then it will be red, I think. Last time it didn't work. The next hull, oh gosh, the flight time is 2 hours and 25 minutes. No, it's 1 hour and 45 minutes. And the plane is doing weird stuff. So the next hull, you don't think you are can stay that long? Well, if I'm correct and SimBrief, if that is correct, it's 1 hour and 45 minutes. So and we are flying at this moment for almost 30 minutes. So 1 hour and 15 minutes to go, around that. The disciple is fly to New Caledonia will be longer than that, almost 3 hours. Yes, but I think there are 3 flights in front of it from Australia, I believe. I need to check. don't know it exactly out of my head. The next, I think it was turbulence, but I'm not pretty sure. It was a bit weird. It was a weird shake. So I was thinking something was wrong. But it's stable again. And again, the weather is pretty good here. I'm always lucky with that. Of course, if you take a flight like this, it's always good. The disciple, you were trying to join a virtual airlines, but you only got 9 of the 20 questions right. Hard questions. And you can't do the test again for another 48 hours. Next time you will cheat with Google. Nice. The next one, why did the Russians even invade Ukraine? Like why? No clue, mate. No clue. It's unnecessary. Wi-Fi Plats, yo mama, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the chat. And if you see the view is so beautiful, all those lines from here. Nice. Yeah, it is. And I'm sorry if I don't read all the messages in chat. If it goes about the war, you can tell about it, but I will not read everything about it, because also maybe there are some Russians here, and not all Russians have something to do with it. So I try to just stay neutral, but like I said, it's very sad that it happens. It's unnecessary. There we have a Swiss 111. Yes, new video. Wi-Fi has anyone plays Infinite Flight? There are some people. Also some Americans that are sometimes in the stream, into the chat here. They also play Infinite Flight. Also the Nexel. The Nexel, Russia destroyed the biggest plane in the world, the Antonov AN 0225. Yes, indeed. For the plane lovers, also very sad, but of course there are worse things than that. It's a plane, and in the meantime there are also many people that suffer. The next you watch Swiss 001, because you do. Well, so some weeks ago someone asked me about Swiss 001, do you know him? And I said no, I don't know him, but actually I did, because I didn't know what the name was, but I watch his videos, and sometimes they are hilarious. It's very nice. He's very popular. So I follow him, yes. I like to see when he's has a new video. It's actually relaxing. It's really relaxing for me. I'd also planned a flight in Russia with Aeroflot, but I cancelled that flight just out of respect. In the meantime, we are flying for 37 minutes. The disciple 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 10 butter. Good choice, mate. Actually, I don't know what you're talking about. Is that something from Swiss 001? Because I don't see all his videos, but when I have time, I watch. A while back I was always watching the videos of Goon Squad, where they rebuilt wrecked cars. Well, I'd like to see that. And also XP72 is also a streamer of Microsoft Flight Simulator and Explain 11. He is doing that very well. Also Blue Games. Islam Mohammed, did you visit Egypt before? No, never. It was never there. I like to visit so many countries, and also Egypt, but yeah, you cannot have everything. And actually, I didn't visit so many countries. Just countries in my neighborhood, like Germany, the Netherlands, the UK, France, Malta, Austria, Switzerland, and the Philippines. I was in Thailand, I was in Dubai, and I think that's it. The Disciple is gonna be featuring in Jean-Claude Van Damme next movie. Nice. Why you give me that information? I didn't ask about it. Normally you need to ask for the meter. Now they give it just like this. I didn't ask that. The Disciple, what do you think of the people in Thailand, mate? Wonderful people, right? Well, I cannot speak freely, but I was never there. Yeah, it's just for a short time in Thailand. But I know some people from Thailand, and they're looking great. But like they have a totally different culture, and sometimes that is not matching the European style of living. I think I can say it like that. It's the same with Filipinos. It's a bit the same. The next call, sorry you need to go. See ya. Well, thanks for staying with us, and hope you have a wonderful night or day. And maybe I'll see you next time. And thanks for joining us. What? I think I have a problem here. There we go. Oh no. Oh, damn. The next call, no problem. Thank you guys. Actually, subscribe to your channel, so I will be in your next one. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you very much, and see you next time. Exposed. Can someone help me? You don't know how to make the pushback? Yeah, the next call, the ATC is annoying. I hope it stops now. Please stop now. I'm sorry for that. I didn't ask for that, and it's just started to repeat and repeat and repeat. So the next I'll at exposed, just ask ATC. That's one option. You have also option 2, and that's the pushback that you can download for free, and then you have just a new version of it. And then you can just ask for a pushback, like here, and you can even plan it now. So, but this you need to download. I don't have the link in the description, but if you just look for pushback for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, you will find a link to it. So it's just recently updated. So use this one. It's very easy. You ask for pushback or you pre-plan it, and then you're good to go. And sorry for the ATC that gives me all the information about the weather. Islam Mohammed, so you hope to see you soon, me soon in Egypt. Well, I hope too. I really hope that I can travel a lot, but also with the COVID, it's not possible, or it's hard to do. I would say it like that. So we are 389 nautical miles away from CB. There we need to be at 3,600 feet, and then we need to put here the destination airport, and I need to push the I, and then I will get to the menu, so I will not do that. I find it disturbing. Also, the company Egypt Air has 7 Airbus A300 A320neos. Actually, it's 8. 1 is parked and 7 are in service. And they have also a bunch of other airplanes, like 25 Boeing 737s, 4 777s, actually 6 2 parked and 4 in service, and then 6 787 Dreamliners, and also 12 A220s. So that's a nice fleet. The Disciple, the graphics card are dropping in price now. I've seen the 360 here go from 900 down to 785 yesterday. And you hope the 3060 Ti will drop soon. Well, I hope everything will drop soon, because it's crazy, those prices. And not only from the graphics cards, also the fuel for the cars get crazy, at least here in Belgium. So the Disciple, they got a nice fleet for sure. Yes, the fleet is very, very, very nice. The A220, the 320 Neos, the 777s, and the Dreamliner. Nice. I think they have also some others, no? Dreamliner, 777, 737. Yeah, that's what I all called. And from the 737, they have only the 800, and they have 29 of them. And the average age of the planes is 7.7 years. And as for now, my PC is doing fine. So the temperatures are sometimes just above 50 degrees Celsius. So that's good. So just before the stream I also did an update of the motherboard and stuff. Every update I could do, I did. Maybe that solved the problem. Also my USB hub I removed in case that is the problem. So, but it's probably hardware related. I don't know what. So this is a really beautiful livery. So this disciple normally 360 isn't big enough performance boost over the 1080 for me. Only benefit is a little higher FPS and ray tracing. Well, you are right in that. If you go for a better graphics card than a 1080, it needs to be a big impact, and not only in your wallet. So I have a 2070 and it's actually a 1080 with ray tracing. It's just the same. The performance is maybe a little bit better, but it's not noticeable. So and I'm running now everything on Ultra. All graphics are on Ultra. And it's locked on 30 frames a second because I don't get 60 frames a second, and if you have too many drops then it stutters, so I lock it at 30 frames a second so I have less stuttering. And all the sliders that you can move here in the settings are at 100. I don't know how they're called, but you have 3 sliders that you can adjust, and they are all 3 set at 100. I can go higher without streaming, but I don't want to risk it when I'm streaming to set it higher. I need to test it first in a private stream to see what it gives. The disciple get the weather lighter. Well, there's no turbulence, no. I don't know if it was turbulence in the beginning because the plane was shaking weird. It was a bit weird to be turbulence. So I was a bit afraid that it would go crazy, but it's stabled. It can be turbulence, but I was not sure. But now, again, every flight I have, nice weather, almost no turbulence. Just, I think we have a crosswind of 107 nautical knots. I'm sorry. So, and in the meantime, we are 55 minutes in the air, and we have a flight of 1 hour and 45 minutes. If you don't need to go around like usual. I didn't test this version of the plane yet. This is the first flight with it. so I don't know what to expect. Last time it didn't want to go lower than 10,000 feet, so I didn't needed to do it manual. Let's hope it works today. To disciple your flight yesterday, lots of gray skies at high altitude, but clear at Hong Kong for a nice landing. Well, the disciple, can you do me a favor? You're at the Discord channel. There is a thing where you can fill in the flight request. If you can do that for me, then it's nice to have. Also, Captain Arab did that. He has also a flight request. Also, amazing Lee Bear. He is not now here today, but he has also a flight request. He asked it many times, so it's still in my head. But if you can place it there at the Discord channel, then I can see it all the time. The disciple previous flight I flew to St. Louis, if I pronounce that correct, because I saw something on TV where they were pronounce it very differently. So St. Louis in the USA, and it was raining on landing at night. Always difficult. The disciple, it's in Captain's Arab Discord. Place it there because it's that what I use. Because my Discord, it's just I think a private thing or something, or I don't know. The one from Captain Arab is more organized, so I will check it there, and then yeah, then I can plan the flight when I do a flight in Asia with a company that flies that route. So still 340 miles to go to Serbia, and then we need to be at 3,600 feet. The disciple, you just put it now. Well, yeah, no hurry because I cannot read it now, but it's just that I can see that when I am making my planning. So then it's always nice to have. So flight requests are always welcome, but I cannot do everything immediately. So again, nice view. It's a bit sad that it has no cabin here, because if we turn around then we see black. You see, there is nothing to see here inside the plane. Just see this. So I cannot do a cabin tour. Most people will know that, but some people don't know the game. The Disciple, the Philippines Airlines livery is pretty nice. You like it? Well, you mean that they have a new one or what? Because I flew Philippines Airlines already, and they are very simple, but I like them. So also, what is that other company? Cebu Pacific is also nice. Is the Hamilton Island flight your next one, mate? Nope. It's not my next one. And I know there is $50 on the line, but I want to make sure everything is fine with my PC. I really want to no issues anymore, and that need to be a smooth flight. So I think there is still, we have a Jetstar before it, and then it's Qantas, I believe, or Virgin. Well, I will open my program for you. Then we can see. There we go. Wait. Where is it? So today we are here at Egypt Air. This is the flight that we do today. Tomorrow it's Air Macau. And I was planning to do Europe with Air Baltic. That failed last week. I want to redo it on Wednesday. And Thursday it will be Air Transat in North America. And actually I've already done these ones. So the next for your area is Jetstar, and then it's Qantas, and Qantas is Hamilton Island. And so actually this week we don't have a flight in your country, but I will plan, normally it's also next week not, but I will plan Jetstar Airways for somewhere next week. Otherwise we have 2 weeks no Australia or New Zealand flights, so I will plan for sure one for next week. The Disciple, did you order the new PSU power supply unit? No, because I found out that my CPU was too hot when it was idle. So it was 70 degrees when it was running idle. That's way too hot. So I think I was wrong with saying it was the power supply. So I was pretty sure it was the CPU that was getting too hot. So I ordered a liquid cooling, and I installed that a little bit in the weekend because I needed to work in the weekend, and then I had just 1 hour time on Saturday because I need to sleep then. And I finished it yesterday at night. I finished everything, and I tried it, and I was starting up Microsoft Flight Simulator, also Streamlabs, and everything was going well. Everything was smoother because yeah, it was not so hot anymore. Temperatures are fine. Everything went very well for 1 hour testing, and then I turned off Flight Simulator, my Microsoft Flight Simulator, and then it happened again. So my mouse was going so like this in blocks, not smooth. It's just the same problem. If I have that in flight, my stream will end. Um, So, and it sometimes it's just for a short time, sometimes it's just stay and I need to reboot it. So it was not my CPU that was getting too hot. So it's still something else. Maybe the power supply. Maybe. Or something else. So that's why I did some updates today for the BIOS and stuff, all drivers. I updated, and I disconnected my USB hub. I disconnected that, and yeah, I will see if the streams make it. I'm happy, and if I close the stream and it's still okay, then maybe it's solved. But before the stream, I was launching it, and even with loading the sim, I got the same problem again. So I needed to turn off the PC and restart it again. So the Disciple, yeah, that's quite hot. You had a former i7-7700K. I had sent it back to Intel in Malaysia. I fried it with inadequate, what's that, cooling? Went up to over 95 degrees Celsius. Well, that's too hot, huh? And you fried it. I didn't see the temperature when I was streaming, but if it's running idle at 70 degrees and then you put a lot of load on it, then it tries. And maybe also I damaged my CPU. Maybe. You will replace the power supply just to make sure. Well, I'm thinking of doing that because it's only 550 watts. I think it's just not enough. But the problem is I don't like to do it because my case is so well made actually with cables. It's so clean, and if I need to do it, then it will be a mess. So, and there is no time to put my PC into a shop or something to bring it and to pick it up again, and it need to be done immediately and in a decent way. You will know if you fry the CPU, cause When you boot up Windows, it will go into that screen where it says something went wrong and needs to restart. Okay. Alright, so my CPU is still alive. I hope so, because it's all brand new. So, but I'm just wondering what is the problem here. So in the meantime, I can also show you the map. So we are coming close now. Yeah, the fact that you are playing this game seems all good. Yeah, for now it's working well. I can also show you my frames a second. It's locked on 30, so that is how it works. Yeah, well, I was thinking that to bring it to someone that knows a lot more about PCs than me, but I need to have the time for that and need to find someone, and the time is always the problem. So still 185 miles to go to Serbia, and let's say around 70 miles to go before we start our descent. So we are coming close. And I hope we can land, because it will be very sad if it crash again or freeze again. My father has the same PC, pretty much the same, only the graphics card is a 1080, and he has 32 gigabyte of RAM memory. I have 64. Those are the two differences, and the case is also different. But his temperature idle was 47 degrees Celsius, and mine was 70. So that's a big difference. The disciple, imagine if the engine fell over the desert. You have to crash land in some sand dunes. Well, the next week you will find in your house a lot of sand, because it will be everywhere. It will be in your shoes, everywhere in your clothes. The Disciple, was it in that movie with Nicolas Cage? They did that, Con Air. Yeah, it was with that. That was in the desert, and it was when they transport the prisoner. Yes, I know that movie. Con Air. So we are coming closer and closer to our destination. And if I do the flight that you said from the Philippines to Hong Kong, I will try to have an airport from the Philippines. That would be nice. I don't know how the airport from the Philippines looks in this game. I didn't check it yet. This a camel might come up to it and start leaking the engines. Yeah, very nice flight. Not too long. I think it was about 700 nautical miles. Yeah, it's interesting. But I need to check it. When we have Asia, we have something planned for Asia. Air Asia. So after Air Macau, we fly Air Asia. So yeah, I cannot say when it will be, but with the first opportunity, I will do that. So for all the people here in the stream, I have also an app running that measures the landing rating, like here. So feel free to give your score or predict how I will do with landing. So just put in a minus whatever, and if I can give you a hint, my landings are very bad. So the more I fly, the worse my landings. So let's check again. We can put in the destination data. And for that I use Look Air tool. So destination temperature will be 14 degrees. So let's put that in. Still better than in Belgium. 14 degrees. And QNH will be 101010, if I read that correct. So the airport is Orbi, Oscar Romeo Bravo India, and the wind direction is 310. And the speed is 0 knots. No, the speed is 8 knots, sorry. 08, that's need to be it. Et voilà. No, 14 degrees is not very warm, but even, yeah, it's warmer than here in Belgium. I think this week we will have one day that it's 15 degrees or something. But it will not be better than that. So again, we go to the program, it's 103, we start our descent. There we go. Now the problem to change this. Okay, there we go. Altitude is 1010. So we just started our descent.
From the flight deck, ladies and gentlemen, as you may have noticed, we have begun our initial descent down to our destination. Now would be a good time to wrap up any business you need to take care of as we prepare for our approach. If you are up, once you return to your seat, we ask that you remain seated till the aircraft arrives safely at the gate. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for arrival.
So that was our American pilot. NASA Italia, good morning or good evening. For me it's evening, and for some other people like the disciple it's good morning. So NASA Italia, good morning or good evening. Welcome to the stream and to the chat. I hope you're doing well. We just started our descent, and this is the route that we did today. So from Cairo, Egypt to Baghdad, Iraq. So, and we're flying for 1 hour and 24 minutes, and we just started our descent. Flight time is normally 1 hour and 45 minutes. And I'm getting hungry because I'm shaking. Also, I hope I don't forget the replay. NASA Italia destination is Baghdad in Iraq. And we are almost there. There's also a weird piece, weird masterpiece. Those squares. That can be done better. Also here. Yes, whoa, Iraq, yeah. It's I think a nice flight, and and it's safe to do so. The disciple, you thought it was dirt on the window, but were just small clouds, yes. It's we have some clouds sometimes, not much. We have always the extreme things, or you don't see anything, or you have always nice weather. So lately it's always nice. Just the flight from Canada to Minnesota, I believe it was. The whole flight it was nice weather until we needed to land, and then we didn't see anything. Nasa Italia, thank you very much. I'll see you next time, mate. Thanks for jumping in. So in the meantime we are at 24,000 feet. Also put auto brakes on medium. We are descending until 4,000 feet. And we have still 45 miles to do that. So it calculates at 60 nautical miles. So that means that we are too late. Great. Milos, welcome to the stream, mate. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? Hope you're doing fine. We're just on time for a catastrophic landing. Milos, I'm doing good, thank you. I'm glad to hear that you also are good. I'm 33 miles. NASA Italia, insert autopilot. Well, we are on autopilot, but I will not land on autopilot. We always try to do it manual. Only when I have no visual at all and I don't see anything, we will do it on autopilot. Next destination is tomorrow. I will show you the next destination, and that's with Air Macau in Asia. So this is the flight. So from Macau to this airport, I don't know exactly what it is. So 17,500 feet. So for the flight for tomorrow, we leave in Macau and we fly to Jakarta, Indonesia. That's the flight for tomorrow. $15,000 feet. Snow be good. Welcome back, mate. And welcome to the stream and to the chat. How are you? Hope you're doing well. I think we need to speed up a bit. And I already see that we have a problem. We will not make it on time. So we will fly over the airport because we don't make it. The calculation is totally wrong. Trade. So we do a go around.
سيدتي وسادتي ركاب طائرة مصر للطيران، نحن الآن بمشيئة الله على وشك الهبوط، برجاء البقاء في مقاعدكم حتى توقف الطائرة.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to land. Please remain seated until the captain switches off the fasten seatbelt sign.
Yes, it's a two-runway airport, and Milos, it's your. Yesterday you did your first go around. Well, lately every flight I do a go around. Just training. No, it's just always something goes wrong. And so Eduardo Fernandez Salve. What's that? Well, we will land on runway 33 right. So from here I take control. And I need to turn off the speed brakes, of course. It's a good thing that 320 accelerate fast. That's why I don't mind so much. Whoops, what I'm doing. NASA Italia. Gear down is a bit early for that. I need to go around, so there's no need to put the gear down. Milos, you have to sleep, no problem, mate. Have a wonderful sleep, and hope to see you very soon. Take care, mate. So, in the meantime, we can enjoy the view, doing some sightseeing. NASA Italia, I don't speak Italian. I have a friend, a good friend that lives in Italy, but when we are talking, we talk English, or we speak English, not Italian, because I don't understand anything of it. Why is that alarm? So we are at 4,000 feet, and then we will make our left final turn. We'll try to do that now. And then I will put my record tool ready. Oh, we're gonna talk about cars. Ferraris are the best thing about Italy. I love the Ferrari F40. Yeah, that's a classic. Very nice car. So let's see if we can go to autopilot. So we were planned for 1 hour and 45 minutes. So yeah, it will just a little bit longer because of the go around. But it will be all fine. If now we can land decent, then it will be fine. Put the gear down. I don't want to lock. So once again, we do it manual. The Disciple, yeah, perfect conditions. That's for sure.
$2,500.
I will push the record button. We are still going too fast. Flight Simulator 2020, 22, sorry. Yeah, minimums left. I know. We take control.
1,000.
My gear is not down or what? Lol. Yeah, I thought I pushed the button, but it didn't react. It seems.
Too low, terrain.
We are a bit low.
Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain. 400. Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain. 300.
So, heads between your knees. Oh, my auto throttle is off. Why is my auto throttle off?
200.
Whoops. Crash landing. Really? My auto throttle is off. Really? Great, 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 great. Well, we failed again.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10,
10.
5.
Well, yeah. My auto throttle was off, so don't know how that came. And so we almost crashed. Almost fell out of the sky. And so we'll stop here and put the taxi lights on. And so my excuse for everything. And also my PC managed to make it.
سيدتي وسادتي أسعد الله أوقاتكم. كابتن الطائرة يحييكم. لقد وصلنا بحمد الله وسلامته إلى مطار الوصول.
سيدتي وسادتي، نيابة عن كابتن الطائرة وطاقم الملاحة والضيافة، نشكركم على اختياركم السفر مع مصر للطيران، ونتمنى أن نلتقي بكم مجددا من خلال رحلاتنا المختلفة. نحيطكم علما بأن مطار الوصول توجد به أسواق حرة تحتوي العديد من الهدايا والمستلزمات المتنوعة التي ستحوز رضاكم بمشيئة الله. شكرا.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have just landed. Please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened until the seatbelt sign has been switched off. When you leave the aircraft, make sure you take all your belongings with you. On behalf of the captain and the crew, we would like to say goodbye, and we hope to meet on board this flight. Thank you.
Well, I'm looking for a parking spot, but there are so many planes, it seems. So let's take this spot. Yeah, the PC didn't crash. That's a very good thing. But maybe it will do it when I close the game, actually. Like last week it was the same thing. I closed the game and yeah, it actually crashed or froze. So now we are here and we can turn on external power and turn off all the lights. And then we can switch off the engines. So, and now we can also put the jetway, baggage and catering. The Disciple, I did record the replay. I didn't forget it now. So we will check that out. This is not really good, but well, just a quick view for the airport here in Baghdad in Iraq. So this is the airport. This is actually the main place, but it don't load. That's not a good thing. Things are missing. Why is that? So you can probably not go in. Nope. So this is an empty spot of the airport. So this is standard that comes with the game. That's why. So now we go to the replay. And actually do have my calculation. This was my landing rating. Minus 167, which is actually not so good. Thought it was better. So let's play the landing. And of course this is open just because it needs to reload a bit. It's yeah, with the replay. Flight Simulator 2022. Have a wonderful evening, night, day, and hope to see you next time. So this is the landing. Maggie, hello, hello, welcome to the stream and to the chat. How are you, Maggie? We are just checking the landing. So we just did a flight of 1 hour and 45 minutes. It was just a bit longer because of the go around that I needed to do. Maggie, glad to hear that you are good. I'm also fine, also doing well. Thank you very much. So here we almost died because the auto throttle was off and just saw that on the last moment, so I needed to power up, otherwise we fell out of the sky. So we were lucky here. That's why we have a weird angle now, because I'm struggling to keep it in the air and find the runway. And so you see my weird actions. If you want to see weird actions, well, you're in the right place, sorry. This is the place to be for weird actions and stupid stuff. And so this is our landing. It was not completely centered, but better than last time. So here we go again. I will try to put it with a drone cam. I'll try that. And I need to change that drone to not follow. The disciple, the passengers are happy you didn't kill them in on approach. Yes, I'm also happy about that. Oh, my drone speed is way too slow. Let's catch that plane. Well, yeah, every flight something need to be wrong or going wrong. Now today we had this. So there we wait for the landing. There's not much grass here. It's very dry. But I'm already happy that my PC survived until the landing. I will see when I close it and I turn off the simulator, what it will do. So there we go, up and down. There is the touchdown. There you have it. So this was the landing. Once again, this is the airport. It's a standard airport that comes with the game, so nothing special. A lot of things are missing. Like here, there is nothing. Actually. So this is Baghdad, Iraq. So tomorrow we fly to Jakarta, Indonesia, and we leave from Macau, and we fly with Air Macau. So I believe it's around 2 hours or something, the flight. I'm not sure more exact, but we will do that tomorrow. So everyone is welcome here. If you want to see a MSFS flight, well, this is the place. If you want to see me struggle, then come here and support me or laugh at me. The disciple, call your girlfriend city? Oh, she's from Jakarta. Nice. Well, tomorrow we fly to there, so it's nice. I don't know if it's a standard airport or not, um, but we will see tomorrow. So I want to thank everyone here in the chat and in the stream for watching and supporting. Also, the disciple, take care and have a nice day. And I will see you tomorrow. And I will sleep as soon as possible. So thank you very much. And to everyone else here, have a good night, have a nice day, a good evening, where you are in the world. It depends on that, so I don't know. But everyone, have a good one, and hope to see you next time. Everyone, take care, and see you soon. The disciple, have a nice day, mate. See ya.